in the interest of time, we'll jump right into our next speaker, Lauren Kamamoto, with the Culinary Innovation Center, who's just done amazing work creating new wonderful recipes and educating chefs on how to use our local products. And you know, I know with the work we've been doing with breadfruit that you guys have just been really instrumental in helping raise awareness and connections. And so very glad to have you. Thanks, Lauren. Go ahead.
You guys do all the hard work. We get to play around with all the produce that everyone grows. So I work at Kapiolani Community College in the Culinary Arts Department. And then we have this innovation center. And we have a new building down the street from the main campus of Kapiolani Community College, and it's the Culinary Institute of the Pacific. In the next couple of years, the Culinary Innovation Center will actually have its own building. Right now, we're housed in a kitchen, but our primary focus is to train students in food product development and value-added products. We do, when we have time, help local companies as well as farmers with their technical needs. So if they are developing products and they're like, how do we make this safe? Or what can we do? We do work with them to help them troubleshoot their products. So primarily, let me see how this goes. How do I go to, okay. So we primarily train students, and this is done either with product development competitions. We do have a culinology program that is a 2+2 program with UH Manoa. So students can finish a program with culinary arts as well as then continuing on with food science at UH. Students finishing this program can go on to be research chefs or do product development at food companies. And then we also train students on undergraduate research. In the past, we've had students work on, do posters incorporating local produce. Here, for example, one of my students in the past tried to create a kalo sourdough bread starter. And so he was playing around seeing which one would taste good. Does it taste better than regular bread? Also, we do recipe development. So we do work with the CTAHR Ag Extension agents to try to promote local produce. So if they are growing different varieties, we kind of taste and say which varieties do we like best, and then create simple recipes for the home cook to use. In the past, we've done product development competitions. We've partnered with 7-Eleven to do a healthy bento competition, and we've done that for 4 years. And part of the competition is to incorporate local produce into their food items. So our very first winner was Primo Mateo. He created a patele stew using green bananas. And one of the more recent winners, she did an ulu stew. And it was a Japanese wafu stew incorporating ulu instead of potatoes. So that's a good way for these local companies to promote the produce grown in Hawaii. And then also with King's Hawaiian, we've had competitions there. And part of the challenge for students is to incorporate local produce into their dishes. So a winner in the past created a deconstructed shelf-stable Okinawan sweet potato haupia snack mix. So instead of it having to be refrigerated, all the different components were freeze dried and then put in a snack bag there. Some other research products that were worked on in the past. We worked with Chaminade and on a summer research program, and one of my students created some ulu recipes and did a study on the acceptability of ulu by having people who may not have had any experience with ulu, and he gave them some simple recipes, and he did a pre and post test to see, okay, would you consume more ulu? And now that you know how to use it. We've had students create ulu and uala dog biscuits, incorporating the skin and the flesh and the leaves of uala into dog biscuits. And then also we did a kalo sourdough starter. So it's pretty much driven by the students. If whatever they're interested in, we try to help them with their research. And then what is keeping me busy right now this semester, I do collaborations with UH Hilo. So Dr. Lorna Tsutsumi at UH Hilo, she has her beekeeping program. And so we're working on developing products, incorporating her honey into products that we're selling. So we currently are working on a salad dressing with Chef Ellen Wong, using her honey, and then having my students develop this product, and that'll be in the market for Christmas this year. And then we do other work with local companies too. It's kind of secret hush hush for now, but you'll see it in the future. And we've worked, and then currently we have a conference that's occurring next week. And so I'm working with some authors from this book, Koji Alchemy. And so Koji is kind of like growing spores and mold on food to have a more umami flavor. Koji is best known for the starting process of kojifying rice to make sake, but I've been playing around with trying to grow koji on local produce. So right here are the pictures of growing koji on ulu. So we tried with ulu with skin. So that's the skin you would peel off. And then also with ulu flesh, and we're making a shio koji that could be incorporated into sauces and flavors. So the mold's actually a good thing here. And so it's like, how do we incorporate local produce, or even the scraps and the seconds that people might throw away, into products? And then we also do other products. We try to be healthy, not always healthy, but we have butter mochi crisp that was made in the past, okara granola, which okara is the byproduct of the tofu making process or soy milk process. So it's the fibers and other solids that are thrown away. And so we've incorporated into a granola. And in the past, students have done research to create a okara pizza crust that's high in fiber, high in protein, and sustainable. And then we also created a Sri Lankan curry spice blends from a previous chef instructor who used to work at KCC. And the students worked on developing the graphics with a graphic designer, and then with packaging, and learn about the safety of developing their products. So we take your products and we try to incorporate it and make value-added products at KCC. Okay, that's my presentation.
Awesome. Thank you, Lauren. It's so cool and making me hungry because I never had lunch yet. But